Hello, I'm Kate Stichin. You are watching InstaForex News. Crude oil futures continue to trade near 17 months high, remaining above the acceptable price bracket for the OPEC. This circumstance strengthened the expectations that the cartel can increase the volume of oil delivery on the markets in the nearest future. Shokri Ghanem, the head of the oil industry in Libya, stated that he expects at least temporary growth in prices to $90 per barrel next week already, since the economic recovery promotes the growth of the demand and leads to the decline in reserves. Nevertheless, Ghanem, who for a long time presents Libya in OPEC, does not believe that cartel will convene extraordinary meeting in order to increase the oil production officially targeted at the limitation of price advance. At the recent meeting in the middle of March, the representatives of OPEC having agreed to maintain the quotas for oil production unchanged, called the prices in the range of $70–80 as perfect and promised not to revise them till October. The recent upturn in prices to 17 months high above $87 per barrel can turn out to be short-term. There is no assurance that this trend will last more than 1–2 weeks, Ghanem said. Though Libya agreed with the position of Qatar concerning the fact that OPEC should not take the official measures, the growth of the prices for oil above $85 per barrel can bring closer the moment when the Saudi Arabia decides to increase its largest in the world oil export in order to achieve the decline in prices without changes of quotas. The authorities of Saudi Arabia for a long time were talking that they do not withhold the oil deliveries to refineries, and recent data showed the unexpectedly sharp enlargement of oil consumption in the USA. According to data of the US Energy Information Administration, for a week from the 27th of March to the 2nd of April, refineries enlarged the capacity utilization to 6 months high of 14.6 million barrels per day. On Tuesday, the Energy Information Administration also presented a report about the short-term prospects of energy prices. According to this forecast, in April, the workload of the American refineries on average will be less than 14.3 million barrels a day. This will be the lowest level of this month for the last 50 years. With that, the growth of the refineries' workload was leveled by the increase of the import by 500,000 barrels a day to 9.56 million barrels per day. This is the highest level since the middle of last September. This led to the enlargement of oil reserves by 2 million barrels to 356.2 million barrels. This is the highest level since the middle of June, although the volumes of reserves are still considerably higher than the average index for this time of the year for the last 5 years. The petrol reserves for a week from the 27th of March to the 2nd of April decreased by 2.5 million barrels and achieved the lowest level since the 1st of January, but nevertheless stayed near 17 months highs for this time of the year. However, the demand for gasoline for 4 weeks ended at the 2nd of April exceeded 9 million barrels per day for the first time since the 25th of December. The evident demand growth observed last week can be connected with the usage of the winter-grade gasoline from the storage and price dynamics for fuel in all chain of suppliers before the Easter holidays, analysts noted. In the Energy Information Administration forecast only the moderate rise of the demand for gasoline in the USA. In this case, the consumption of gasoline in spring-summer season of car trips, as it is expected, will only increase by 45,000 barrels per day compared to the same period of the previous year and stand at less than 9.2 million barrels a day. It was Forex News provided to you by InstaForex News team and me, Kate Stichin. Goodbye.